call smack or whatever everybody likes to call it.
Yeah.
Plays before things are said, that's a part of basketball.
Yeah, in fairness, the Twitter troll things Kennedy Carter got was bad. It was bad.
Did Kennedy Carter just make the biggest mistake of her career? She's actually defending that hip check on Caitlin Clark. I almost fell out of my chair watching her interview. You guys sent me so many messages about this that I had to pause Easter dinner with my family. Carter is claiming it was just a nice little tap when we all saw her shove Clark to the ground. This could literally end any chance she had of getting back in the league. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. I literally had to pause and rewatch what Carter said 3 times because I couldn't believe my ears. You guys, she actually tried to justify that hip check by calling it a competitive thing that happens in basketball. Are you kidding me right now? This wasn't some normal basketball play. This was a deliberate shove that sent Clark flying.
Kennedy Carter responding to the whole cheap shot situation with Caitlin Clark. Somebody 100% cheap shots your favorite player. Like, there's a level of going at, but we all know with Kennedy Carter, it went way too far. Like,
let's break down what Carter actually said in this interview because it's absolutely mind-blowing. Instead of taking responsibility, she tried to flip the script completely. She had the nerve to suggest that maybe there was some trash talk involved, like somehow Clark provoked her into that aggressive hit. The audacity to imply that Clark deserved it is just... I have no words. What makes this so much worse is Carter's complete lack of remorse during the interview. Did you catch her body language?
Call smack or whatever everybody likes to call it.
Yeah.
Plays before things are said, that's a part of basketball.
yeah, in fairness, the Twitter troll things Kennedy Carter got was bad. It was bad.
Zero regret. No apology. Nothing that shows she understands the severity of what she did. The commentator who watched the interview said it perfectly. I just cannot believe I'm watching this right now. None of us can. She's sitting there, practically smirking while trying to downplay something that the entire basketball world has condemned. The disconnect between Carter's description and what millions of viewers saw with their own eyes is staggering. We've all watched that clip on repeat. That wasn't some nice little tap. That was a full body check that sent Clark sprawling across the court. And now Carter wants us to believe it was just part of the game? Come on. What's even crazier is that she's doing this while not even having a roster spot right now.
I think a play before, maybe I was elbowed. Okay, that happens. Think the next play down, maybe something was said.
Like, it's very, like, blind. It's one thing pushing Caitlin Clark, and it's another thing blindsiding her.
Any player with common sense would be in full damage control mode, but instead, she's doubling down in a way that basketball analysts are calling potentially career-threatening. Her response has actually made the situation exponentially worse. The league office has to be watching this interview too. What kind of message does it send if a player can essentially assault another player on court and then try to justify it later?
And then maybe there was like a little clip of somebody like yelling in my face. And then we go down the court, then I hit like a little bucket.
The whole Caitlin Clark situation was there was so much media, just craziness up to that point.
The reaction on social media has been overwhelmingly negative, and rightfully so. People are shocked that instead of taking this opportunity to make things right, she's choosing to defend the indefensible. While social media erupts, WNBA front offices are taking notes, and what they're seeing might be career suicide. Carter was already struggling to find a roster spot before this incident, but her refusal to apologize transforms a bad situation into a potentially career-ending one.
I mean, that happens, man. Like, it's one of those things. I'm a great player. She's a great player.
If she had meant to swipe Caitlin in the head, she would have missed her head. So she was that bad at blocking shots last season.
Their views on it, but my personal view is, I don't have anything against her. She's a great player, and so am I.
Imagine being that talented but throwing it all away because you couldn't simply say, I was wrong and I'm sorry. Think about it from a GM's perspective. You're watching this interview where she's actively shifting blame onto Caitlin Clark, suggesting Clark's trash talk somehow justified that hip check. This isn't just a bad look, it's confirmation of every whispered concern about Carter's attitude problems.
I think she tried to absolutely swat Caitlin Clark and make an emphatic block and clocked her in the head. If Caitlin was looking at her, it's one thing. You can't go through someone behind. But still, like everyone knows that. But
she had this golden opportunity to show maturity, to demonstrate she can own her mistakes, but instead she's doubling down in the worst possible way. The timing is absolutely terrible for Carter. We're heading into roster finalization season when teams are making those critical decisions about who stays and who goes. Everyone in basketball operations is asking the same question. Can we afford to bring on someone who not only commits this kind of play, but then tries to justify it afterward? Teams are thinking about locker room dynamics, media obligations, fan perception, the whole package.
And Clark.
A bit harder than a tap. We're letting this happen. Like saying that it was nothing. Like this is not just a tap.
I love it though. They think I hate it. I love it. I love when it gets riled up and juicy like that.
You feed off of like what people say and shit, and it makes you more motivated.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
What's really wild is watching how differently other players have navigated controversy. When other players mess up, they follow a proven playbook, acknowledge the mistake immediately, show genuine remorse, promise to do better, and move forward. Carter is doing the complete opposite by still not taking responsibility for her actions and instead trying to blame this whole situation on Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is experiencing unprecedented attention right now. Viewership is up, social media engagement is exploding, and new fans are pouring in. The league can't afford to appear lenient on this kind of behavior, especially when it targets the very player who's helping drive this new interest. Every team owner knows this. That's what makes this so frustrating to watch. All Carter needed to do was apologize sincerely. Instead, she just jumped out the window and justified an assault on camera for the whole world to see. It's like watching someone throw their career away in real time over something that could have been so easily fixed with a simple, "I made a mistake." And there you have it. Carter's attempt to downplay her actions as just a little tap might be the final straw. The commentator's reaction says it all. That was a shove. Come on, bro. Really? This complete disconnect between what we all saw and how she's describing it shows a shocking lack of self-awareness. What's your take? Would you trust a teammate who not only commits an aggressive act, but then refuses to acknowledge reality? Is there any way back for Carter after this interview disaster? Or did we just witness a career imploding in real time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.